What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I want to do an update on the overall market analysis that I did last week on the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and we're also going to go ahead and include the Dow Jones. The obvious and clear thing that we saw today was the 200 SMA rejection on the daily chart on the S&P 500, and you saw the reaction to that, and we'll talk about that today. But there is one thing that you may or may not have caught that actually has things looking a little bit bullish, in my opinion, here on the pullback that we saw from that 200 SMA rejection, and I want to go over it in today's video because this is something that you have to pay attention to. This is something that is technically still bullish, even though we saw that rejection off the 200 SMA. So let's go ahead and talk about some analysis today on the overall market. I hope this helps you into your future trades this week and into the coming weeks as well. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and start this video off on the S&P 500 daily chart. And in this video, we're going to be focusing on three different technical levels. We're going to be looking at the long-term downtrend. We're going to be looking at the April 25th, April 26th highs, which we'll look at here on the ES, on the Nasdaq, and on the Dow. And we will also be looking at the 200 SMA, the 200 simple moving average on the daily chart. So let's start this off on the S&P 500 because this is the one that had the 200 SMA rejection intraday and the one that caused that little intraday reaction, intraday volatility. Looking at this daily chart on the ES, we can see two things. The first thing that's obvious is that we have rejected that long-term downtrend. We came into it today, and it lined up perfectly with the 200 SMA, and at that level, we saw that intraday rejection. Now, what we also need to pay attention to is where that pullback came to, and that pullback came back down towards these April highs. So this little April area, this is April 25th, April 26th, this is April 28th, May 4th, and then May 5th. We had this little top on the market. So if we draw out a little area of previous supply there and we apply it to the right side of this screen, what I want to show you guys is after we rejected that 200 SMA on the 5-minute chart, you're going to see on the 5-minute chart here, here's the 200 SMA, this red line up here, and that is your trend line. So right here today, we got both of those lining up perfectly on the S&P, the 200 SMA, and the long-term downtrend. Look at where the ES came back down to after breaking down off that 200 SMA and downtrend rejection, and look at where it was able to hold into end of day. This is something that maybe some of us may have missed, which is technically still a little bit bullish in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying you go ahead and buy this pullback. This is not going to be a 200 SMA rejection. That's not what I'm saying. But after watching both the Nasdaq and the Dow, you may believe me a little bit more about this April high area that we have to watch out for a potential support. So you guys can see clear rejection, 200 SMA, downtrend on the daily chart. We clearly rejected that level, and you saw the pretty intense volatility intraday. When we came back down, the ES held that previous April high rejection here and here. That's 43.0350. If I go back to the daily chart and I zoom into this level, the high of this level is 43.0350. That is the high of April 26th. And that is where we continue to reject this entire area on the ES. So this entire rejection area right here, right here, right here, and right here is all within that 4,300 to 43.05. If we zoom once again back into today's price action, we can see that on the pullback off the 200 SMA rejection, we came right back to that rejection point from April, and we held it as a potential support, bouncing right off this previous high, bouncing right off of it at end of day. Interesting. That's how I'll say this. That's what I'll say. This is interesting. It's interesting that this is where that rejection came back to, and this is where that rejection held. Now, it's not just the ES. Let me go ahead and pop into the Nasdaq, show you guys the Nasdaq chart. We're going to go to the daily chart. We're going to look at the same few levels. We're looking at the 200 SMA. We're looking at the long-term downtrend, which is right here, which we have broken on the Nasdaq. You can see there. And we are looking at the April 25th, April 26th, and early May highs. If I zoom into the daily chart here, You can see we're not quite at that 200 SMA, so that is not relevant here for the Nasdaq. But the high of this candle on the Nasdaq is 13,583. If I draw a nice little demand across this line all the way into today's price action, what you're going to see is if I go to the 5-minute chart and I zoom out, look at where the Nasdaq held support today after the 200 SMA rejection on the ES. We came right back down, almost ticked 13,583 to the dollar amount and bounced off that level. That is very interesting to me. Let me once again reiterate the importance of this 13,583 level. You can see just in the last few days, previous rejection. We broke above it. We held it as support early morning today. And on the pullback late day today after the 200 SMA rejection on the ES, look at where we held that pullback. Almost the low of this candle was 13,581. The high of that April-May rejection point was 13,583. So $2 off. This rejection point is where the ES or where the Nasdaq was able to hold on the pullback today, late day. That could be showing that there is potential support being built above this rejection point, potentially turning into support. As you guys know, previous rejections turning into support is a bullish type of technical formation. It's not just the ES and it's not just the Nasdaq. Let me go ahead and show you on the Dow Jones. Today, the Dow Jones broke above the 200 SMA, which is a strong move. We closed above it as well. If we go to the long-term downtrend, we can see that the Dow also broke above the long-term downtrend. If we go ahead and look at that late April, early May high, which is right here, the high of this candle is 34,038. The high of this candle is 34,021. So right around this general area is where that late April, early May rejection point came in. If I draw a demand across the line there, if I go into the 5-minute chart, look at where the Dow held on the pullback after the 200 SMA. It is literally right at that late April, early May high rejection point on the pullback, held it perfectly. If you caught this today, drop it down in the comments below. I think this is very interesting. I know a lot of people panicked after seeing that 200 SMA rejection, but with a clear mindset and a clear look at technical analysis, the fact that the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the ES all held the April 25th to early May high rejection point and turned it into support off that 200 SMA rejection makes me think that there is still potential buyers below. Previous rejections from late April turning into support here today could be a sign that there could be some more upside. It's at least an interesting technical formation to watch out for. It's something that I wanted to make a video on, something that you have to be looking at. So once again, I just want to make this clear. April 25th, April 26th, this entire rejection point from back in late April, early May, is where the ES, the Nasdaq, and the Dow all held as support on the pullback after seeing the 200 SMA rejection. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's retail sales, it's FOMC minutes. There's some macroeconomic news that could affect this. I want to see what your guys' thoughts are. Make sure to drop them down in the comments below. But after seeing today's pullback off the 200 SMA, not panicking and just waiting to see where it held after the pullback came in, the fact that it held that April and May rejection point and turned it into support keeps me on the side that there still could be potential upside. And it's not quite the time to get too aggressive here to the downside just yet until we see that level fail once again, until we see that rejection come in. An interesting technical factor that I found today that I wanted to share with you guys, the fact that all three indices held the exact same level in accordance to that April 25th high is something that I'm going to make sure to pay attention to, and something that if you watch this video, I think you should pay attention to as well. If you enjoyed today's video, it is sort of short, but I wanted to get this across before you guys trade tomorrow, so I hope this helps tomorrow. Let's see the significance of this hold. If we break down below, if retail sales are bad, if FOMC minutes is negative, then of course, technical factors won't be really effective at that point. But definitely watch these levels into tomorrow. Make sure to rewatch this video to get those levels. I hope you enjoyed it. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.